would say that if your English is not really great, go for classes. However, even some people have really good background in terms of English, but the test is based on technicalities. I mean, it's the technical test. So I always say that you can speak great English as the late queen, but you could even fail the test.
Yes, that is very true. So I say that the IELTS is like mathematics. It has formulas. So provided you follow the formula, your endpoint will be the correct answer. If you sway off the formula, that is it, you fail.
Yes. So somebody could find somebody who is really good at teaching the IELTS, is giving good stuff, good information, can follow like you did, and then you practiced and you passed. And with the practice too, it should be consistent.
Yeah.
You know, some people, they start and then they start getting some answers wrong, and then they get discouraged, and then they stop. 3 months later, they come back. The truth is, when you stop and you are returning to study, it's going to be as if you have never studied before.
Yeah, that's true.
The law of decay will set in. So I would say that if you have the money, to attend classes run by a really experienced person who knows how to even assess the test, then it is worth it.
Okay.
Just worth it.
Okay.
Me personally, when I was preparing to write the test, there was nowhere to attend classes. It was after I had passed, and then later I saw some people coming to town to organize classes and all that. Probably you don't have the money to attend classes online in the UK, or to pay a lot of money on classes. Okay. But if you don't have the money, then the only option you have is to study yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Shadrack, even if you have the money and you go and pay and you are not serious with it, it is just like throwing the money away.
Yes. So you have to practice. Whether by classes or you are studying by yourself, make sure you practice. But the most important aspect is that make sure you know what the examiners are expecting from you.
Exactly.
You see, in other words, you should know the marking criteria or the assessment criteria. If it is writing, you should know how even the test is marked. You see, I always tell my students that it is not about writing nice English. It's not about writing something pleasant on paper to impress the examiner. No. You don't get marks for impressing the examiner. You don't get marks for satisfying the emotion of an examiner.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you write to meet the criteria. When the examiner takes your sheet or have a look at your work, what you've written or what you've done, is going to look at it with technicalities.
Yeah.
Because writing alone, there are 4 marking criteria, 4 assessment areas, like that, like what we call task achievement.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The task achievement, which actually assesses one, whether you are able to write the number of words that they expected you to write. You know, writing, you have two essays to write. Writing task 1, which are graphs, and writing task 2, which are essays. And writing task 2 alone, we have 8 test areas. Okay, and the writing task 1 graphs, we have about 7 test areas.
Yeah.
Now, so task achievement, the writing task 1, they expect you to write 150 words minimum.
Yeah.
And then task 2, they expect you to write 250 words minimum.
Yeah.
So they are counting every single word, whether you have been able to write the word count, whether you have been able to meet it.
Yeah.
Then they are looking at whether you've been able to even write a clear thesis statement. Your thesis statement answers the question. For example, more and more people are traveling abroad. Should the government ban immigration? Do you agree or disagree? So the thesis statement answers this question directly. So the answer to it, and then how you're able to explain that. Okay, explain that. That is also part of the task achievement.
Yeah.
What you wrote, was it about the topic? did you stay on the topic, or you actually give a superficial explanation?
Yeah.
Or you give a much detailed explanation, proving the main points?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And or did you deviate? If you gave 2 reasons, did you discuss both reasons?
Yeah.
In clear body paragraphs?
Yeah.
A clear body paragraph must have a topic sentence containing the main idea, and then the supporting sentences are basically explaining the main point. Okay. Yeah. With independent examples and all that. Mm-hmm. With a clear conclusion. Mm-hmm. Okay. So they're looking at the task achievement. Okay. Now there's another aspect, which is the coherence and cohesion. Does your essay follow in a much logical order? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Because when you look at the task 2, you see, the task 2, the most important sentence in the task 2 is a thesis statement. So every examiner is going to the thesis statement. Is when you go to your individual paragraphs, apart from the introduction, let's say your second paragraph is looking at the main point in the first sentence. It's checking whether you can find it in the thesis statement. Okay. It goes to the next paragraph, it's checking whether you can find it in the thesis statement. And what you have written in that whole paragraph, does it have a link to the introduction? Okay. And you're looking at how you are going to use linking phrases and linking phrases. How you're able to contrast information. Okay. As to whether you have overused linking phrases or not, or linking words. For example, let's look at a discussion essay. So if we're writing a discussion essay, and let's say a candidate started his second paragraph with, to begin on the one hand, then the next paragraph, because we're going to discuss another contrasting point or a contrasting statement, is supposed to match with on the other hand. Now, a candidate can start with on the one hand, and then the next paragraph he says, however, they don't match. Yeah. So you've gotten it wrong. They are checking all that. Okay. Because on the one hand moves with on the other hand. However, if you choose to say to begin with, then you move to the next paragraph, you say, however, that they match. Wow. That's great. Okay. Then let's say discuss both views and give your opinion. And in your second paragraph, which you are supposed to discuss just that opinion alone. Yeah. Just that first statement alone. And the mistake people are making in the discussion is that instead of discussing that statement alone that has been given, they are adding a reason and they are explaining the reason. Yeah. So that means they've now added their own views and give your opinion. Yeah, their own opinion to it, and not talking about what they've been. Yeah. So they are checking all that. So if you are adding your own reason to it in discussion essay, what is going to happen is that task achievement is going to affect you. Yeah. All right. So they are checking all that. Then they are also checking what we call lexical resource, which is your vocabulary, even vocabulary related to the topic. Okay. The range of vocabulary. Then they are also checking your grammar, grammatical range and accuracy. Your range of grammar. Your sentence construction should not be monotonous. And they're checking punctuation, spellings, and all that. Okay. So that's the writing. That's great. That's the writing. Then, when it comes to the reading too has its own technicalities. Yeah. Right, Shadrack. This one, I'm leading them straight to your channel to come for all these ingredients. Okay. Today, let's just do this introduction for them. You can't give it all in one video. It is a very, very vast, IELTS is a vast something that we need time. And I've gone on your YouTube channel. I've seen a lot of videos that you've made. I'm inspired by your videos. Free of charge. You sit down to, teach people for free. God bless you so much. So what I'll say is that people go onto Shadrack's channel. He has everything you need to pass your IELTS exams. Go there. If you need anything, just hit whatever it is, your questions in his comment sections, and he's there to help you. All right. But Shadrack, before we go, looking at our time, I wouldn't want the video to end like on our ways. So give us your last words to my viewers about IELTS. Okay, I would say that IELTS, you are not going to get it on a silver platter. I would say it can be challenging if you don't study hard. Yes. I want you to be consistent with your practice. Okay. Practice consistently. Make sure you get to know more about the technicalities involved. the reading test, make sure you solve the questions simultaneously. That is the tip of the day.
Okay.
Solve the reading questions simultaneously.
Okay.
When you go to my channel, I have a video on the reading test.
Okay.
It's a super method that I taught one of my candidates. He finished the reading test in 47 minutes.
Wow. Reading was my serious issue. The way I used to struggle, I was struggling with reading a lot.
So solve the questions simultaneously. Writing, make sure you know about the assessment area. Listening tests, do more of active listening.
Okay.
Active listening. Listen or watch videos produced by in England or in Australia, okay? Because this accent is usually what confuses people.
Okay.
Okay, so make sure you are listening to something in English. You are reading. For reading, the main thing to improve your reading is to read.
I like that.
You should, yes, at least you should be able to sit uninterrupted 4 hours reading.
Okay.
And during the test, make sure you increase your reading speed by 4.
Okay.
So use a very good method, or use a method which helps you in the reading test.
Okay.
So I would say get good materials, get some of the official practice materials, practice for speaking, speak English.
Okay.
Speak English. You can even speak and then record and play.
Okay.
But
I used to have
if you have the
loads
money
of
to
recordings
be able to attend class, make sure you attend class. If you have the money, attend class. Let somebody evaluate your essay. Usually, you could say, "Oh, I'll practice on my own," but you can't be a coach.
That's
coaching
true.
yourself.
Yeah.
Somebody has to actually review your essay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you are investing in yourself, I don't think it should be problematic.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, if you are spending money to invest in yourself, you shouldn't worry about it. You know you're going to reap the benefits.
Yeah.
So, if you have the money, get evaluation on your essays on all that, or attend class. But if you don't have the money, get a really good website or a channel or a blog, somebody who is teaching, and then you can read. I can recommend, apart from my own channel, I can recommend a very useful website to everybody. IELTS Lease. IELTS Lease. Yeah, her website is really, fantastic. Yeah.
It's very good. Yeah. And even though I was saying that I read on my own, I had people that were evaluating my writing, evaluating my speaking for me. I have loads of people around who were helping to evaluate. So we have just about 2 minutes to go. I want to use this opportunity to thank you so much, Brother Shadrack, for coming again. Guys, go on his channel. I'm going to leave all the links. He's going to give me all the links that are necessary for your passing your IELTS. And I'm going to put it in the description section below. God bless you so much. This is Josfyn Greatness. Brother Shadrack has become an expert in IELTS. That is why the caption of this video is a time with an IELTS expert. So go after him, go and look for him, worry him a lot, and he will help you. He's a good man. Bless you all. Until we meet again on this great channel, it's bye-bye.